Long time ago, when we spoke our language, the animals used to be able to understand us. One time, there was a buffalo walking down the trail. Along the creek, where it was going to drink, he noticed a porcupine wobbling back and forth, trying to get to the other side. The buffalo drank and looked at the porcupine. He asked the porcupine, "What are you doing?" And the porcupine said, "I want to get to that other side. Can you help me?" And then the buffalo said, "Come inside my stomach and I will carry you to the other side." The buffalo opened himself up to the porcupine. And then, when the porcupine got inside the buffalo's stomach, and the buffalo started walking into the water to carry the porcupine to the other side, the porcupine noticed the ribs, the lungs, everything inside the buffalo's stomach. And then the porcupine started asking questions. "What are these?" And the buffalo would say, "Oh, those are my ribs. That's what protects my body." And then the porcupine say, "Where are we at?" And the buffalo would say, "Well, we're going into the water now, and we're getting to almost to the halfway mark." And then the porcupine would say, "Well, what are those?" And the buffalo would say, "Well, those are my lungs. That's what put air and oxygen into my body." And then the porcupine would say, "Where are we at now?" And then the buffalo would say, "Well, we're almost to that other side." You know, the porcupine was monitoring where the buffalo was at on the outside and where the buffalo was at on the inside, trying to find out everything about the buffalo. And then he asked the buffalo, "Where are we at?" The buffalo said, "We're to that other side now. You can get out." And then the porcupine said, "Can you tell me what's this in the center?" And then the buffalo said, "Well, that's my heart. That's what keeps me alive." And then the porcupine said, "What would happen if you got shot there?" And then the buffalo didn't respond. He didn't answer. He said, "Where do you want to get out?" And then the porcupine said, "Go over there where it's nice and flat." And then the buffalo started walking over there where it was nice and flat. He said, "Okay, we're here." And then the porcupine started climbing out of the buffalo's stomach. And just at the last second, the porcupine shook his tail and a quill went right into the buffalo's heart. And the buffalo dropped to the ground. And the porcupine crawled out. Now, friends are just like the porcupine. They'll come inside you. They want to know your thoughts. They want to know your dreams. They want to monitor what's going on the outside, your goals and visions. And just like how the porcupine took the buffalo's life, your friend will take your dreams and visions. Now, long ago, my grandparents, they used to discourage from having friends. They say that your friend will be the first one to turn on you. Don't take friends. But instead, to remind yourself and to remind others that we are all related. Relatives know the true value of respect. What you do to me and what I do to you, we do to each other. We are all connected in the circle of life.